Hello. Hi. My name's Mike Scott. I'm going to do a series of videos that just goes like a bit of a vlog thing that just goes through how I'm making a Bru Boegie video, and the plan is to kind of release these things as I'm doing it. So I started for this particular one, which is where Bru freelances. I didn't have a script, which isn't really the normal process. Normally you'd have a script, but basically this is a AKG D5 microphone plugged into a Sapphire Scarlett Focusrite sound card. And the reason I use the sound card is the quality is much better than just plugging into a computer with a 1/4" jack or aux cable. You can adjust the volume here. It plugs in via USB, and you generally get a much better quality by doing that. So all I did was got the levels right. I recorded in Logic. I didn't record me doing this process, but I kind of just came up with the story as I went, closed my eyes, and just did Bru Boegie's voice all in one take. It was pretty long. It was like probably 8 minutes or something. I then edited it down to 6 minutes and then 3.5 minutes. I edited the voice in a Logic Pro X. Let me show you that. Give me a sec. So this is the audio project for this Bru Boegie short. I recorded it all in one take, but then I started chopping stuff up. So, hi Boegie. What are you doing, man? I'm a freelancer now. Oh, that's nice. What do you freelance? Cartoons and animation. So, I kind of chop stuff up to get rid of long gaps and silences and to tighten things up. And I pretty much used everything on 2 tracks. I use the second track sometimes there'll be overlapping voices, and you can put that on 2 tracks instead of 1. And then I've got 2 extra tracks which I just called B-roll and I guess B-roll 2, which I didn't rename. That's just stuff that I've muted. That's stuff that I might want to use later, but instead of deleting it I just drag it to the B-roll. And then I put a beep, a little boop. That's really important because when you move the rendered animation, when you're working between programs, stuff can very easily go out of sync. The animation can go out of sync to the audio. But as long as you have a little pip or a beep in the audio at the beginning and right at the end, I've actually added a few for various scenes to keep things in sync. As long as you have that little blip, and when you bring it into your animation package, if you actually just have like a round circle or something visual on that blip for 1 frame, it's really easy to keep register between softwares. So you know that when you hear that blip for 1 frame and you've got a white circle or some visual indication, that stuff is still in sync. And then once I'd got my audio or where I want it to be, I just rendered it out as one WAV file, and I'll just use that within my animation package. For the backgrounds of this short, I basically I drew them in my sketchbook, right? So I'm animating in Toon Harmony Premium 14, but I like just keeping a sketchbook on me when I go out. If I sit down for coffee or I just want to doodle, I remembered vaguely the kind of shots I'd have from when I recorded the audio, and then this is Bru Boegie's lounge. So I drew that. I just drew Boegie there for a scale reference, but in the animation package I'll draw a white blob over him to block him out. And I'm sure I got some more backgrounds in here. Sure is tricky with one hand. This is the boardroom. The whole story is about Bru who wants to be a freelance designer and animator, and he gets a job and pictures it in the boardroom. So I knew I'd have this shot. And I quite dig the immediacy of just kind of winging it and using whatever comes out. This is another close-up shot of Bru, which looking at it now I actually forgot to use, so I'll stick that in somehow. So I'll scan it at a good 300 dpi resolution, bring it into Toon and just animate the characters over that. So now I'm doing the actual animation. I've got the audio. What I'm talking about. Bling bling. Hello. I've got the background in that I drew on my sketchbook, and I'm pretty much just going straight ahead with the animation. I'm animating Bru at the moment, so I've done the key poses.
Yes, this is Bru. What?
I hope you can see
Billboard adverts.
Let me show you.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. $1 million. Okay, bye. Who was that? It was my first client, Boegie. They need a billboard ad. What are you gonna use? You mean an app? My computer.
So that's kind of a work in progress. I'll show you some of the beginning stuff. Using a Wacom Cintiq, something 20 something,
Hey, Bru.
21 inch or 27 inch.
Hi, Boegie.
And using Toon
Freelance now.
Harmony
That's nice. What do you freelance?
Premium 14.
Cartoons and animation.
In this program, I'm in the drawing view now. You get onion skinning, right? And you can see the previous and next drawings, and that's how I'm drawing the stuff. So there you'd see like the previous and the next drawing, and I'd kind of figure out an in-between pose for those things. Whatever it's going to be. It's a bit tricky to do this and hold the phone. That's a general idea, and then you place the drawings along the timeline. If you use any animation program, the principle's the same. And for people who don't know how it works, you draw onto the screen with this with the stylus. And you can choose how thick you want your pen to be. I'm using quite a thin pen. Oh, whoops, that's smoothing. Here's the size. Yeah, Toon, good program for 2D animation stuff. You can color things in really easily. Not that I would color him in red, but if you wanted to, you could. And this is the drawing and the camera view. Camera view lets us see everything all together and lets us play back. Drawing just kind of isolates stuff. And what's great about the drawing view is you can select what you want to be ghosted. So I can bring more background in if I want. It's really good. Thank you for watching. Please stay tuned for more video updates as I continue with the project. Thanks. Please subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Thanks.